Day here. I hope it's nice where you are. We're going to have some fun here today. We're going to take a look at some sparkly things and maybe dream a little bit. But if you've ever had a question in jewelry regarding gemstones or settings or styling or anything you want, I want to invite you in to participate live if you'd like. I know there's a lot of you that watch and don't have maybe I don't know, don't have the personality where you want to be public, and I get that too. So I want to give you my personal email address too, in case you ever want to reach me. It is hello@youaresolidgold.com. So I work as a diamond expert for QVC US. I use QVC product to talk about history, to talk about what's happening in the world of lab grown and natural diamonds, particularly. We talk about metals and all kinds of things. So this is not a show where I'm going to be trying to sell you something, but because you've asked me so many times over the last 3 years, oh, there's the earthquake. Mama's in the studio. We are going to be giving you some item numbers and some pricing, and Mom will put them in the chat if you do have an interest. Like, for example, these look great together. They're sold separately. So when we get to each one of them, we'll give you the numbers. I'll give you all the skinnies on them because everything in this segment was new last week. Everything is red hot and everything has easy pay on it. So it's all new. Going into the new weekend, I just want you to see it so you have a last chance opportunity. Okay? All right. Hi, everyone. How you doing today? Mom has come in. She's signing in right now. I think I see Joshua. Oh, it's Jonathan. Hi, Jonathan. Hi, how are you? He says hi to you too, Mom.
Ah.
Yeah, it's going to be a really wonderful day. All right, so let's get started. The first item I thought I would start with is the one that we used in the stack here. It's a combination of a chain link and then diamonds in between. And this follows a really big movement towards band rings this season. At the JCK show in Las Vegas this couple months ago, everybody was talking about the band ring. And band rings are not just for stacking vertically on your hand anymore. What we're doing with them a lot is we're wearing them across our hands. So this might offer you a really good opportunity because we are sold out of some sizes, but this one you can wear as a pinky ring, you can wear it as an index finger, a thumb ring, and it looks great in all those situations. So with that in mind, you can choose either the 14 karat yellow gold over sterling silver, or you can choose the rhodium plating over sterling silver, either one. But I think this will really blow your mind because for $249, this is something you would only dream about being able to walk into a jewelry store and purchase at half a carat in diamonds. Now, this show is all about lab-grown diamonds, and I'll get more and more into it as we get through the show, but know that your prices are going to be substantially less. That's the number one reason that people buy lab-grown diamonds. They are chemically, physically, optically diamonds. So they are not pieces of diamond. They are not remnants of something else. They are not coated. They're not treated. They're just as they are in all of their beauty. And you can see here's the cover shot again, how nicely it stacks with the ring. So this ring is really cool. It looks like the diamond is floating. That's going to be coming up. But even if you have a traditional solitaire like I do, I love my brilliant round, I would definitely stack it with that. Maybe put in, oh, here's something else that's new as far as fashion goes. Instead of stacking rings all in the same size, which we have done for the last several seasons, where everything's been a little bitsy ring on top of a bitsy ring, now we're also varying not only metals, but we're varying widths. What'd you say, Mama?
They're liking this, and I don't have my glasses, so I'll be right back.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's okay. We'll see Mama in just a minute. So she'll see us a whole lot better. Here's the white version. Again, you can stack this with white gold, with platinum, with sterling silver. They all look great together. And this, even worn all by itself, being a half carat in diamonds, has presence enough to carry it off. It's really not a bitsy or a sliver ring. It's a little wider than that. And I think you're going to really love the way it sits on your hand. It looks great. Now, it's also on 3 easy pay of $83 at QVC.com today. So that's pretty awesome. And in the white, we have size 4 through 11. And the yellow as well in size 4 through 11. But, after the weekend, probably not so much. So I want you to know that although it looks like we've got great stock in it, sometimes the stock might be 2 or 3 or 1 or none. Actually, they sell out so darn fast. But right now it's available. It is 458064. There's the yellow gold version. I love this one. This is the one you see me wearing when I have it on, and it looks absolutely wonderful as a part of a wedding set. You know, love happens no matter what the season. And I was just talking to a friend of mine yesterday whose daughter's getting married, and they had just spent the weekend looking for dresses. And, you know, she had the say yes to the dress thing on, and it was really cute. The whole thing was adorable. But, you know, if you don't have a lot of money, that doesn't mean you shouldn't get married in great style, right? Your style. And so I like the idea of wearing this as a wedding band or wearing it as a part of a wedding set. And at $249, it's so much more reasonable than what you might expect. You can always level it up, trade it up to something more extravagant if you want to, at some point in your marriage. But it's the sweetness of the ring. It's the feeling when you're in love that matters, not as I know I'm a jewelry person, but not as much as the price tag on the jewelry. Honestly, truly. I'd love to find the right thing for the right person. So I'm happy to help you any way I can. And I would wear this all the time. I think it's a great ring. I really do. All right. So here's the back side of it. Again, fully finished and looking good. It's going to feel really good on your hand, and you can see it looks beautiful on a day, all by itself, as sort of this lone note in a symphony. It shines from across the room. So not only are these chemically, physically, optically diamonds, they have the same chemical composition, the same crystalline structure. They have everything the same, except these were grown in a laboratory and not in nature. When they're grown in Mother Nature, they take on average 3.5 billion years to grow, and they grow hundreds of miles beneath the Earth's surface. So because of these rarities, these scarcities, which they are, they can be very expensive and much more expensive than lab-grown. But that doesn't mean lab-grown is any less than. It actually starts with the seed of a diamond and then grows into a more perfect diamond because it's protected. It's protected in a vestibule, which is a little growing pod, and it's fascinating. I'll pick up that story later. When I got to go down with my friends at the GIA and got a tour of the growing field down in near New York City, it was really fascinating. Just a really wonderful day. All right, next up, we've got a Firelight 1.5-carat bolo bracelet that debuted this week, and it's really nice, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So sparkly, and it's on 3 easy pay of $208. So $624 in total. The cool thing about it is you get all 1.5 carat up front. It's a bolo, which means that the diamonds are from here to here. So when you only put the diamonds halfway around and you're using 1.5 carat, you get the whole 1.5 carat up front, you get bigger diamonds. So if you've ever wanted, you know, if you wanted the look of a 3 or a 4 carat, you get it with this for $600 as opposed to several thousands of dollars. Plus, you've got a really flirty, really fun way of putting it on and taking it off. And when you wear it, it's got a nice long kind of chain that dangles down and makes it feel, you know, like fringe. You know how you feel when you wear fringe? It feels kind of sexy. The way you move in it, it's a little more languid. It feels more like fabric. I think it's got it all. It is 3 easy pay of $206, which I mentioned. It is also Firelight. So getting back to that discussion, the first time I ever saw a diamond growing, I was fascinated. I walked in, I had to be accompanied, they had to do a background check, all this stuff. Then I had to be accompanied by the head chemist through the whole process, and he took me personally through the whole growing field. And the first thing that we did when we walked in is I saw all these like very spaceshipy looking things that were everywhere, right? And I'm like, oh, this is really interesting. And it's all stainless steel. And so I walk over, he goes, take a look. And there's a window in each one of them. It's about this big. And I walked over and I looked inside and I thought, ooh, what do I expect, right? And I'm scared to touch anything. And it was just glowing this gorgeous shade of red, right? And I thought, ooh, that looks hot in there. Because I know when they grow diamonds, what they do is they mimic what happens in Mother Nature. And remember, pure carbon under intense heat and high pressure sometimes becomes a diamond. So they start with a seed of a diamond, put it into the vestibule, and then they hope for the best, cross their fingers, and they watch it grow. And it grows more quickly in that vestibule than it does naturally. I'll get back to that whole conversation. But anyway, here's what it looks like in the yellow. You can purchase it in the yellow or the white, I believe. Oh, no, maybe this one's yellow only. You know, I'm not sure now that I think about it. Sorry. It's got a popcorn chain. It's got a little button right here, which is engravable. And that little button is filled with silicone. So that's what makes it glide really smoothly up and down the chain. Now, I wanted to point that out because, like I said, this is an information show. If you do have an interest, you can, check it out under J466505. But whether you're buying them at Q or whether you're buying them out in the real world of jewelry where prices are going to be much higher, there is a big difference in the silicone beads. So you want a bead that moves fluidly over the chain, but you don't want to go chug, 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 but you also want it to stay put.
Chug, 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 chug.
Well, sometimes when I do that, that's in my head, I hear that noise. It's like you always tease me. Mom teases me because when I see people walking across the street, I always put a song to their gate.
Yeah.
I don't know why I do that, but everything's musical in my mind except for me being able to sing. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I do that kind of thing. Anyway, yes, chug, 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 not good. You want something more, you want it to be more smooth, right? In the way it moves across that.
Cass said, gimme, gimme, gimme.
Oh, hello, Cass. Yeah, this has definitely got your name on. Oh, it does come in white.
It does come in white. I figured it.
Yeah, what did she say?
She made it. She's so busy. She is stressed.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I think she's stressed.
Maybe we can be your little timeout, right? We love Cass.
She's here now.
Good. Everybody say hi to Cass. Sharon is here.
Jonathan.
Hi.
They're catching up now. I sent messages at 3:30 this morning. I'm afraid with a song.
Mama's turning into an insomniac. She really is. But that was very nice of you. Thank you. You sent them music today to remind them?
Did. We'll have to ask and see if
I'd love to hear what the song was.
That's the one you connected to it.
Oh, well, that's okay. It was a nice song.
They got today's. All right.
Anyway, I'm glad you're here.
Next.
Here's the white version of it. At 1.5 carats, it is J466505. I'm getting a little behind, so I'm going to pick it up a bit. Here's a nice close-up of the bead. Let's talk about engraving. They don't do engraving at QVC, but many places do. And I think it adds another level of personal touch. And so as we're talking a lot about Christmas in July right now at QVC, we're talking a lot about gifting. So whether it is for a Christmas or Hanukkah gift, or whether it's for a special day, a wedding, an anniversary, whatever, maybe your daughter just pledged a sorority and you want to put the sorority crest on that button, all of that can be done very inexpensively. Cool. Yeah, it's really a cool way to just take it next level, right? And you've got plenty of time before Christmas, obviously, but plan ahead a little bit if you're thinking about personal gifts. You don't have to go with the average gift. You can go with something extraordinary like this and have it monogrammed with even just a simple initial. But I always go to the store where they remember things, if you catch my drift at the mall. I don't want to give them a plug, but you know what I'm talking about. I go in there to have things engraved all the time. You drop it off. I go have lunch or a cup of coffee, depending on how long they tell me it's going to take. And then I come back and pick it up, and it looks beautiful every time. I've never had an issue with it. So I would consider that on this item. I think it looks just really, really special. Here's a nice close-up where you can see the sparkle of those diamonds. Every diamond in this is a round shape, brilliant, ideal cut. When you talk about diamonds, you first talk about the face-up shape, in this case a round, and then you talk about the faceting underneath. So if you do go into a jewelry store and you feel kind of intimidated, know that that's the proper way to talk about it. And most of the time, they don't necessarily talk to you about carat weight. They'll talk to you about millimeters. So we can do a whole nother thing on that. But just basically, a 1 carat diamond solitaire is a 6 millimeter stone. So just kind of keep that in mind, and then you can kind of gauge up and down from there if they start using the millimeter terminology with you. Or you can just, email your friend Michelle here, and she can help you through it. I'm happy to. hello@youaresolidgold.com. Say, by the way, since we're doing a little housekeeping right now, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, we would really appreciate it. We've been growing steadily, and we are free. She's easy. I'm free. We're free. So
reasonable.
Real reasonable now. Okay. I love this next ring. This next ring actually comes in 3 different versions. It comes in the emerald, which is waitlist only right now. After 1 airing, 1 day on the air, and it's already on waitlist. You see why these are so red hot? This is what I'm talking about. So you have to make quicker decisions this week than maybe in the past. I just couldn't resist gathering up all the great stuff that was happening. So we have this. We have the ovals, which are set on their side. Now, they do both come in white, which is rhodium plating over sterling, or they do come in 14 karat yellow gold over sterling silver. So there's 1/3 choice, and that is this mama. Yeah. Oh, which one did I use for this?
I like that.
Oh, what am I saying? I used the teardrop shape over here. I can't see it because it's behind
That's the
Patricia's
oval.
post.
That's teardrop.
This is the teardrop. Emerald, teardrop,
Yeah.
and there's your oval there. So what's cool about it is it could be your complete wedding set. You know, you could wear just one ring.
I keep gravitating to the oval, but
You like the oval, yeah?
I like them all.
They're all so good. Me, I would wait list and wait for that emerald till death do us part. I love that emerald. But so did you. You guys snapped it up. It's on wait list. They're all good. I mean, the teardrop shape looks like a flickering flame. There's that whole romance of candlelight that kind of comes forward with that. And it's got sort of an old and new juxtaposition because of the way the setting is done. I think it's going to appeal to women that have very modern tastes, but also tend to like the transitional things in their life. Like that's how I decorate my houses transitionally. I like a little bit of the past and I like modern together. And so if you know how to style that properly, you can carry it off. And I think this ring styles it beautifully and looks great. I mean, I see a lot of jewelry. This is the first time we brought anything in like this, and I'm all in on it. I think it's fantastic. Now, giving you a look again at the oval that Mama really favors. What's cool about this one is it layers so well with the others. Like if you wanted to make your own trois et moi ring, you could buy two of these, maybe one in oval and one in the teardrop. And when you stack it, when I did this on the air, I had the teardrop on one side with the point facing this way, sending love to the world. And then I had the oval facing my knuckle. So the two bands were together and it looked just dynamite. You can also flip them around and make a trois et moi, and what that means is you and me in French, and you can wear it side by side so that they go side by side and it looks like one solid ring. Yes, Mom?
Was this the one that turned into a really great wedding set, or was it the 5 station?
This is the one that was the other part of the cover. Here, let me go back and show everybody if they were asking. This is the one that we did. Here. That's a great wedding set. And this is the one.
Look at that.
That's the one with the emerald. And there's the band. But imagine that with the oval. It's really nice. Or the teardrop shape. Super great idea if you're looking to get married on a budget, because that ring, which they call the floating solitaire, is $419.98. Amazing.
Could that be turned so the stone was in?
100%.
Yes.
Yes, you can play with it and really customize the look yourself without having to pay for custom jewelry. So that's J466675. Again, the item number is 466675. When I originally put your sheet together, Mom, I had a little typo on it.
I know, I got it.
All right. It's on 4 easy pay of $105. Of course you do, because you're Mama Pat.
I spelled everything wrong, but I got it right.
I totally get that.
Love.
What that?
I just love that ring. I just love it.
I do too. There's something really, really special about it.
I love them all.
This week, we had some really hot mamas. I mean, not only the one over here, but, really, really good pieces. Look at that. Yep. All right. So here's where we stood when I checked on it for you. In the yellow gold, we had oval and pear in size 4 through 10 on the oval, 4 through 11 on the pear. But again, emerald in both colors is waitlist only. In the white, in the oval, we have size 4 through 8. And in the pear, we had 4 through 8 and 10. I just give you the sizing as we're live on the air. If you're watching this in replay, you're going to want to go and check it out at QVC.com.
Please,
again, it's J466675. Please what?
It might be out.
I hope not. Yeah, I really hope not. And if it is, I'm hoping and praying we get it back in time for holiday. But for right now, it's here, and it was one of the hottest items of the week. All of these things were great. Again, everything was hot last week. Everything was new. Everything's on easy pay. So it's a pretty great time to be shopping for these new and exciting pieces. Next up, Pave accent hoops. These are already in waitlist, but I put them in here because I want you to get on waitlist if you'd like them. I think the price is phenomenal. They're $224.98, which is about 20% off of where they will be when we get them back. And I'm sure we're going to reorder these, but I don't know when they're going to come in. So that's why I'm saying if you like them, the best thing to do would be to get on waitlist now, if you want them. On 4 Easy Pay of $56.25, they're a half a carat in size. You can see them here on the lovely Racina, who, with all my heart, I hope we're always friends. She's just the most beautiful woman from the inside out. And these earrings are ideal for her because she likes a stud or a button. She usually doesn't wear a lot of hoops, but this one she fell in love with because it's that perfect huggy, but it's an ideal huggy in its most pure form as a huggy, was very straight up and down, right? Very broad all the way.
With
And
a
I
lot
love
of
mine.
a lot of hearts on that one, and I'm one of them.
Yeah, it's
I
a good.
just think that is exquisite.
It's the shape
It's
that
the
I
shape
like.
for
The
me,
the fact that it comes to an A line, see?
that it's small
And
on
it's
the ear.
small on the ear with yes,
Then
yes, yes.
it widens as it
Right at the
elongates.
bottom.
I
And
just love it.
yes, you're so right. It gives you such good visual weight, doesn't it, Mom? And
Oh,
I mean, all encrusted in diamonds. It's just a treat to see Pave work done at $224.98. I'm enamored
oh
with these.
wow,
Here's the white version.
that is pretty good.
It's amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised at all it went into waitlist already.
Oh shoot.
But Mom, I
Huh.
I can almost guarantee you they're going to try to bring it back. I hope. I really do. I've got a good feeling about it. But in the meantime, if you get on the wait list, you'll be first in, right? Because this could be, I mean, potentially a one and done again the next time it comes in. So I wanted you to know about it. So it comes in white, it comes in yellow. Don't be frustrated if you can't get them today, but definitely consider that wait list in both white or yellow. It is J466614. All right. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Last up, something really important I know to a lot of you that watch the Diamond Boutique live stream. You asked me, and I can't remember who it was. I went back and tried to figure it out. But one of you during this show and two of you during the show that we do on Mondays asked for crosses. In particular, one of you was looking for the petite diamond cross like Sean Killinger's.
And I can't remember.
You
who-
can't either.
and
I looked.
couldn't get a copy of.
Yeah, it's okay.
So
This is a
sorry.
bigger cross than that, but it's a new cross, and there's a lot of cross collectors like me out there. So
It's
as
my
I show
favorite
you
cross.
one last look at the Pave hoops for $56.25 on Easy Pay, pretty great. We move into this, the important stuff in the life. Right? There's something really comforting about wearing a cross. Many of us are cross collectors, and I know there's a lot of you that watch this show that are. So for man or woman, I personally think this is more appropriate for a woman, but the right man could carry it off beautifully. Michael, if you're watching. This is J466615. It is a half carat cross pendant, which is at sellout risk, but from, just being aired last week, but still at $229.98. I'll tell you a story quickly about my friend Lynn Murphy. I don't know if you guys remember Lynn. Lynn was a host at HSN for years, and that's where we met. Lynn's mom and I became very good friends. It's funny how life happens, and still are to this day. Like, she was a part of our wedding party, and some of my funniest memories of the wedding and just in life in general were with Lynn and Lynn's mom. But I remember when Lynn had a birthday, a big birthday that came up, and her mom wanted to buy her a diamond cross necklace. So I went with her, and this is before I finished my GIA studies. I have my graduate certificate, by the way, in diamonds and colored gemstones, but I knew I loved them, right? I just had a passion for jewelry ever since I was really young. So I went to the jewelry store with Maddie, and we picked out a really beautiful cross for Lynn. It was very simple. But my point is, it was 10 times the amount of money that you're spending here today. So I know firsthand, again, it was before I was ever at QVC, before I had finished in my diamond studies, all of that. But you and I both know that 4 Easy Pay of $57.50 is pretty phenomenal on this. So I put it in last because only a few of you probably will have the opportunity to purchase it. I'm not sure if this one is coming back for the holiday. You would think it would for sure, but there's so many factors that the buyer and so many things that the buyers have to go through to make it happen that sometimes they can, sometimes they can't. Here you see it on our beautiful model from across the room. It is a significant piece. It's just about almost an inch. I would say it's about 13, 16, 17, about. That's a measurement that's oftentimes what a necklace is. It's not that I've got some sort of laser, but I can figure that out on my own. But I do know that it's not quite an inch, but it's really got a lot of presence. It's articulated. So, and what that means is the bail moves. Let's see if I can show you. This part of the bail moves when you wear it. And in a diamond cross, that's important because you're constantly throughout your day, you're moving your head, it's catching the light, you're waving at friends, you're snapping your fingers if you're at a concert or you're clapping. So you're always in motion and in movement. And we think about that a lot with our hands and our rings, but it also makes a difference on what we wear around our neck. And so I like an articulated bail. I know it sounds like a little thing, but to me, it's kind of a big thing. It comes in sterling silver, and it also has an extending chain. So you can wear it as an 18 or as a 16 if you choose. So you just move to the little bit smaller jump ring. Not all necklaces have this, and it's so funny. I've been harping on this since I started working here 9 years ago, that I want to see more of necklaces that can be worn at different lengths. And now everybody's saying that it was their thing, but I'm really happy that we are, when we can, adding those jump rings and making those accommodations for you. If you ever need a little extra assistance in that, they do sell extender chains, and they also sell magnetic clasps out there in the world. You can buy them in many different places. If you buy them in fine jewelry, they're much more expensive than if you buy them by a really good magnet and stainless steel or something like that. But it gives you that white look that's a way to save a little money. If you want a magnet, be more concerned with the magnet, the strength of it, and how it's secured into the shell than the actual metal. As long as it blends in with the necklace, it looks really good. But my point is you get about an inch more with the magnets. I don't know where I went there, but you get about an inch more length in the magnets, and you get up to, I think, 3 inches more with the chains that they're selling at QVC today.
That is totally unique. It's
what?
The design of this cross.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit more.
It's just fantastic.
I kind of glossed over that, and I don't want to do that. Isn't it, though? It really is pretty.
It's a floating.
It's like a cross within a cross, or like a cross and a shadow, isn't it? See,
It's
the
like
center
a floating cross in the center of a
frame.
Of a thingy.
Of a frame. But no, you make a really good point.
There, that shows it.
Yes.
Wow.
So you've got baguettes and rounds that alternate here and here, and they stand forward a little bit. And then what Mom's talking about is they left a little air.
Halo.
A halo. Yes. Ding, 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 ding.
Which is quite nice on a cross.
It is. And you could have done a halo butt right up next to the other ones, but see how they opened it up and you can see the black from the background through it? You're going to see your skin through that. So to Mom's point, it is like a more modern halo where they extend it further than the cross. And the cross itself is made out of the baguettes and the rounds. So yes, it is a magnificent design. I got off on a tangent on this.
Halo and a cross kind of go together.
OMG. Yes, Mama Pat gets the award for the best comment today. It's a halo and a cross, and they go together. I love that. That's perfect. It's the halo and you don't mind if I use that next time. Hopefully there's a next time I get to sell it.
Crushed if you didn't.
I think it's a perfect way to describe that. It's a halo and a cross together. We also had these earrings today, and I wanted to give you some of the item numbers before we say goodbye. The item numbers on the... Pardon?
Oh, I just said good morning to Rose, too.
Hi, Rose. How are you? We're really glad to have you there. In fact, Rose, here, let me start over for you. We're going to go backwards through these. Rose is one of our very good friends here. And we would love to, again, have you subscribe, like I think Rose has. Rose, if you haven't, you should. You get a reminder that they're coming up, and that's always helpful in case Mama Pat and I, for some reason, can't get all of the invites out. But we get together every Monday at 12:15. And on QVC.com, and it's a lot more buttoned up. Here, we're a little bit looser, and we just love to get to know you a little bit better, and I want to hear what you like and what you don't like and what you want and what you don't want. I want all of that, so you can always reach out or put it in the chat if you have, the time. We would love that, too. So 12:15 on Mondays, 10:30 on Wednesdays. We, Rose, again, you almost missed it, but we did have this cross necklace in stock for $229.98. It is 4J466615. It is on 4 easy pays of $57.50. Now you're all caught up. All right. So then we go back to the earrings. Now, these earrings are waitlist only right now. Again, showing some of the very best that we had last week in QVC. All new, easy pay on everything. These were red hot. So get on the wait list on these, and you can take them home for $224.98. And I wish you the very best on it. I'm hoping we get them back in. They really were special. This ring comes in the teardrop shape. It comes in emerald, but the emerald's on wait list now. And it comes in oval. You can choose your metal being 14 karat gold over sterling silver or rhodium over sterling silver. They're on 4 easy pay of $105, and they're just so cute.
Oh, there.
We had the bolo bracelet.
Oh, lovely.
So beautiful. The bolo bracelet adjusts, by the way, out to, there's no sizing on this one. It adjusts out to a 9-inch. So really, man or woman can wear this. It just gives you a little bit longer tail, which is really kind of fun. It makes it easier for you to put it on yourself too, by the way. Some of them, I had been complaining because some of the bolos in the past that I had seen, I have an average size hand, and I would have to really like cup my hand, put it over, and then, you know, clip it or move the bead. But with this one, they made it so that you could very easily get it over. You could actually hang on to the chain and move the bead with your thumb. So there's a good, better, and best in everything, and I think this is one of the best designs that we've come up with for it. It is 1.5 carats in diamonds, and it is $624 for 1.5 carats in HI, not HI, sorry. Well, yeah, HI near colorless. What I was going to say is they're not only near colorless, they're also eye clean, falling between flawless and very slightly included, every single diamond in this show. I shouldn't take it for granted that you all know that, because some of you are new, and welcome. We'd love it if you subscribe. That would be really wonderful to have your company again, or just to show support. You know, we thrive on that. The station ring is where it all began for $249. Isn't it cute? It looks like a little chain. Oh, that's the back. Looks like a chain. But in between the chains, we've got diamonds, 5 10-pointers. So 50 points, 1/2 carat in all. It's on 3 easy pay of $83, and we have size 4 through 11 in both the yellow and the white. It was the cover girl for today's show. It looks great stacked. Of course, here we have it with the floating solitaire ring that's, you know, $419. But together they look even better, I think. I think this ring just loves to be stacked. That's how I feel about it. Well, I want to hear how you feel. I want to get you involved in the show and let us know what we can do for you. We really love to have you there. I'm going to ask Mom to come on over and say hi if you're up for it.
I have to say,
yes.
Welcome to Rose L.
Rose L.
L.
Rosalie Lynn.
M-E-T. Rosalinetta.
Oh, I
Yes,
see you.
beautiful
Oh, gosh,
name.
that's so melodic, isn't it, that name? Rosa, thank you for stopping by.
She says not to waste your money on lab diamonds.
Don't
They
waste
have
your...
bought natural diamonds down in price.
You know,
And what's the matter with that?
yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, it is. It's a volatile market. No, I'm actually kind of glad we get to talk about the market for just a
Yes.
bit. Lab-grown diamonds are great. Lab-grown diamonds, you can get a bigger, bolder, brighter diamond for less money. But you're right, the price on lab-grown diamonds goes down when more labs pop up, when the market changes. You're absolutely right about that. But the thing is they are diamonds through and through, 100% diamond. And you can grab a great bargain on them, you know, right now. So right now the market is fluctuating, but we do see a return to diamonds from the earth as well. There's some customers that, like me, that admires both of them for different reasons. Like if I'm looking for something, I don't care if it came from the ground or from the lab. I just know that I want a diamond to commemorate that occasion. That's what I go for, because I want the biggest and the most I can get for my money. Or maybe that day I decide I want a fashion piece. And, you know, I'm not willing to plunk down a big ton of money on a fashion piece, but I am on a classic, especially if I've got a big milestone coming up, or it's a romantic occasion, something where I really want to mark something in a special way. Because diamonds from the earth, to me, they connect with Mother Nature in a different way. Obviously, they're growing several billions of years in the Earth's crust. And they're not all as perfect, generally speaking, as lab-grown diamonds are. And the ones that are up to this kind of quality level are out of my range. And so for people that, want to stay within their budget, don't care if it comes from the earth or if it comes from a lab, I'm going to tell them after talking to them, yeah, I think lab-grown diamonds is for you in this instance. But that doesn't mean you have to love one and hate the other. I think you can like both of them and just be a savvy shopper. And at the heart of it all, that's why Mom and I are here. Mom and I are here because we want you to have the information that you need to make the best decision for yourself. So yes, I think there's a place for both of them. Do I think making a statement like nobody should buy lab-grown diamonds is accurate? I think that's absolutely unfair. So I'm just going to come right out and say that.
Said from QVC, which tells us a little bit more about.
Yeah, so affinity diamonds from the earth or diamonds from the earth in general, they're special. And I agree with you on that. But we're going to agree to disagree on the fact that you don't like lab-grown diamonds.
So many people can't be wrong.
Well, everybody's got their own thing, right?
There's something for everyone.
And there is. Here's Mama Pat, if you want to say hello.
Hobbling along.
She looks like
Hello.
sunshine today, doesn't she? You do.
I'm going to be more subtle today.
More subtle.
It just
Hard to be
doesn't
subtle in
work.
yellow.
It does not work. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
So it was so nice to meet so many new people today, huh?
See, you know what? And I like all the stuff.
The questions?
Plus and minuses. I like that. That's what we grow on.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a question for everyone. What's your
My what?
when they're
My
gonna
email address?
Yeah.
hello@youaresolidgold.com.
All right. I want to run a little survey. Do you like it when she repeats shows Monday and Wednesday? Don't hurt me. Or do you like maybe a couple new things in there too?
Okay. Yes.
Because there's so many products and it's so gorgeous. And every week I have at least 7 new favorites.
Wow. Okay.
I do.
Well, yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah, drop me a note and let me know what you'd like to see more of. And was it
might
Rosa
not happen.
Rosa? I can't see.
Rosa Lamuda.
If you want to continue the conversation, I'm happy to. Just reach out to me again at hello@youaresolidgold.com, or better yet, come back next week and we'll continue
Loves the
it.
show today. I did too.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
We're good with everybody. I love you.
Sure, and I'll see you on Friday. I love you too. Thanks again.
Bye, guys.
Friday on QVC 2, Big Jewelry Event Day on Fridays. I'll see you there
What time?
all day long. It'll be
Good.
fun. Talk to you later.
I don't have to work.